Hello and welcome back to my channel, and as you can see today I have a little bit of a different outfit because we are going to be talking about JIRAI-KEI, and I'm doing this because I want to do like a little series where I talk about J fashion that I will call J Fashion Analyze, because I don't know, there's so many new fashion styles that you might not know that much about, and yeah, I just want to tell you about them. So today is about JIRAI-KEI. And now, what is the theme of JIRAI-KEI? I'd say it's very dark and kind of Mehera inspired. I think you might have heard of like Mehera fashion before, like Menhera-chan and stuff like that, kind of art inspired. And also I guess kind of yami kawaii. And that's kind of just evolved into a more frilly and cute fashion. And I'd say that is what JIRAI-KEI is. It is very glittery and frilly and cute, but also has a little bit of poison in it. As you can see, like there's some gothic details as well that is quite popular in JIRAI-KEI fashion as well. So it is kind of gothic and punk-ish, which is, I don't know, kind of new for me. Like, I feel the punk and kind of emo era was quite a time ago, so I think it's having kind of a revival in Japan right now. So there's many like punk motifs and like gothic motifs like crosses and medical motifs kind of inspired by the yami kawaii fashion as well. So yeah, that is kind of what this style is about, and I'd say the typical colors, like the color palette for this fashion is pink, white, and black, and mostly pink and black actually, to be honest. Like, if you look at JIRAI-KEI, you'll probably only see these three colors. Like, it is quite fascinating how you can make so many chords with just three colors. And yeah, I mean, recently we've seen some like blue and purple-ish colors as well, but rarely you'll see someone wearing it. So it's kind of like simple in terms of colors, I'd say. So the background of this fashion, I'm actually not that well versed in JIRAI-KEI, to be honest, because I've always been more of a Lolita and kind of fairy-kei girl in the past, so I'm not that good when it comes to the more gothic styles, but from what I can understand and what I have heard, it's kind of sprung from both gyaru and yami kawaii. So if I guess you mix both like frilly and girly gyaru with the more like, I don't know, gothic and punk themes of yami kawaii, you'll get something that is quite like JIRAI-KEI. And also I think that the idol culture here have had a big impact on JIRAI-KEI fashion as well, because I don't know, the clothes are quite resemblant of idol costumes, and idols themselves have started wearing JIRAI-KEI as well, so I don't know, it's kind of hard to like difference between normal JIRAI-KEI and idol fashion nowadays because they are so intertwined, but yeah, I'd say they are pretty similar. And also from what I've heard, the JIRAI-KEI fashion started to bloom out just about when Corona started, and that is because people's mental health were not having the greatest time in Corona times. Like, especially in Japan, they had a very severe lockdown and they could not go out for like weeks on end, and that made people kind of sad. And yeah, that is totally understandable, and when you're sad you kind of want to express yourself, I don't know, in clothes, if you're into fashion, I guess. So yeah, and also like the TikTok boom and people on Instagram, like influencers in Japan, probably also started wearing this fashion about the same time, and so I think it kind of just grew that way, quite big. So yeah, I think that is a big thing why this fashion became so big so fast, because of the big like at home, stay at home kind of doing videos because I'm bored boom. Yeah, that at least that's what I've heard. Like, you can probably speculate and think like there's other reasons as well, but yeah, I think it's pretty like possible that's a thing. And also the recent host club boom that Japan is seeing. So from what I can understand, the sales of the hosts in Kabukicho recently have been crazy. Like they have just been going up. And some people say that it's just a bubble and it needs to be a bubble. Like it can't keep growing like this for, that many years. But yeah, it has been growing quite a bit. And I say that JIRAI fashion and the host club culture here are quite intertwined as well, because many of the girls who go to the host clubs don't have the greatest mental health. Like, let's be honest, you go there because you're feeling lonely, you need to have someone to talk to. And yeah, people who are feeling that way probably start to dress a certain way as well. So yeah, I think that the host club culture and JIRAI-KEI are quite intertwined in that kind of sense. So yeah, there is also a thing to keep in mind. Like, honestly, if you go to Shinjuku and especially around Kabukicho, you'll see a lot of girls wearing this fashion. I'd say it's the most common place you'll see it. Like, it is quite popular all around Japan, I think, but I feel like it's mostly centered around Shinjuku. And also, on the topic of hosts, there was recently a series that is called Tomorrow I'm Someone Else's Girlfriend, I think the English title is. And in Japanese we just say Asuka no, or Ashita watashi wa dareka no kanojo. I think the title is quite long. It is something like that. Like, I'll put it up because I probably got it wrong. But yeah, that series also revolves around girls going to host clubs, and it had a big boom here. Like, people were obsessed with this series, and they also made a TV series as well, and had a really famous idol starring one of the main protagonists also wearing this fashion. So yeah, it just keeps growing because everyone's so into it here. Like, even I, who am the most pastels and white and beige person ever, starts wearing stuff like this. Yeah, it is quite popular. So even I wanted to try it out. So yeah, that's kind of what this is. So yeah, moving on to the typical features of this fashion. It is mostly consisting of a short skirt that is kind of frilly, and a frilly blouse, and also platform shoes as well. So that's kind of what you'll mostly see, and yeah, kind of the staples of this fashion. And I'd say the most common piece is the frilly blouse. It's quite resemblant of Lolita blouses, but kind of less detailed, and yeah, round colors, frilly stuff, lace and stuff. It is pretty common, I'd say. And yeah, pair that with a frilly skirt or actually shorts. Yeah, can you imagine? I think this is a very big thing in Japan right now, with the very short shorts that are kind of frilly at the ends. Yeah, I think they are cute. Your legs look quite nice, but they are so short. Oh my god, they are so short. Can I just say how short they are? Oh my god, you can't sit down in them without being almost slashing someone, Yeah, but that's a big thing. And also just a normal one piece as well. This what I'm wearing now is actually a one piece, kind of knitted. Also a big thing. But I'd say it is very, very girly and frilly and lazy. So yeah, even if you can't buy actual JIRAI-KEI clothes, I think you can actually find some in the normal stores, or you can probably make your own. Because it is actually surprisingly simple, many of the pieces here. And on the topic of blouses, it's not only this round kind of shape that you'll often see, and it's also sailor type of blouses as well, and also this kind of, it's not a turtleneck, but yeah, kind of high in the neck, as you can see here. And also the ribbons, you'll almost always have a ribbon on your blouse, it's a must-have. And preferably you'd have some kind of sparkling thing in the middle as well. Yeah, that would be very cute. I'd say that is a big staple piece as well, like big ribbons, like on around your neck, in your hair, like on your wrists, like everywhere, ribbons, big thing. And you could also like layer ribbons as well in your hair if you want to be a little bit more OTT, I guess. But I'm just going with like simple ribbons here today. And for the skirts, they are not only like frilly kind of circle skirts. I'd say pencil skirts recently have been a big boom. I think it's like the winter slash fall trend with like pencil skirts. Yeah, they are quite cute, I'd say. Also short, of course. Like some skirts are like kind of mixed with shorts. So you have like shorts under and like there's a skirt over. That kind of makes, I don't know, like you have shorts but it's a skirt and like, yeah, to make it shorter, I think. Like short but wearable is like the key point here when it comes to the skirts. And there are some longer skirts, like you don't need to almost show your ass in this fashion, like there is longer skirts, but I say most of them are short. But yeah, the trends comes and goes, and I mean, this is Japan, of course it's gonna be long skirts, like, yeah, so don't worry about that. And also, everything is high-waisted. You'd never ever see something that has like a waist that is like lower than this. Like it's very very high-waisted, and I think that's very cute because you kind of get a nice silhouette, like kind of like Lolita fashion as well. Like I keep going back to Lolita because it's like what I know most about, but I'd say the waist is quite high in both fashions as well. And yeah, I think that makes for a quite cute silhouette and makes your legs look longer as well, so I think that's a point as well. So yeah, that's kind of what this fashion consists of in terms of clothing, but I think that the makeup and hair, it has like almost as much importance in this fashion as the clothing, because oh my god, the makeup is crazy. Like, I don't know if you have seen, but like sometimes you'll get some really extreme, like almost makeovers of like people's faces in this fashion, and yeah, I think that's cool. Like, you do what you like with your face, I guess, but yeah, it can be pretty extreme. But for the hair, firstly, you'd always see people wearing pigtails. Like, I'd say this fashion almost calls for pigtails, almost always. Like, you can't get around it, like, you have to wear pigtails. And honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of pigtails, I do not suit them, and even like half up like this is like, yeah. I mean, it's okay, but I'm not a big fan. But for some reason, JIRAI-KEI fashion calls for them, and I guess I just have to, you know? And I don't actually know why that is. I think it might be, I don't know, kind of a hint to maids, like Japanese maids and like maid cafes, and them being kind of reminiscent of like this frilly kind of style. And that's why the pigtails are a thing. I don't know, I just came up with that right on this spot, but like, I think that might be possible. And also because twin tails are like cutesy and girly and cute in general, like if your face suits them, so yeah, I don't know, Japanese people just love twin tails for some reason. And also it's very easy to accessorize if you have twin tails, because you can just put bows anywhere you'd like, you know, so yeah, I think that's also a thing. And also, recently there's been like a big like, I don't know, hair salon boom as well, where people will go to the hair salon to get their hair done. Like, not like cutting or, I don't know, coloring or anything like that, just doing your hairstyle. And there is some pretty intricate ones. Like, not only JIRAI-KEI, but also, I'd say, Ryosangata, and also all kind of like cutesy hairstyles as well. And yeah, they are crazy. Like, I'll put up some pictures for you to look at, because it's actually insane what people can do with their hairs here. And yeah, it's not that often you see someone going around with these crazy hairstyles, but like sometimes they do, and it is absolutely amazing. Like, I do not understand how these hairstyles are done, but they look amazing. So yeah, I think that's also a big thing in this fashion. So on to the makeup. And now the makeup is very dark in a way, like not necessarily in terms of colors, but more like what you draw on your face. So I'd say what you go for in JIRAI-KEI is a very, very droopy eye, like almost looking like this, kind of panda style. And you do that by drawing a line under your eye as well as a droopy eyeliner that kind of makes your eye look, I don't know, kind of anime-ish. Like if you've done cosplay makeup, you'll probably be quite familiar with like this line under the eye. And yeah, it is so tied to JIRAI-KEI fashion that it's actually called the Jirai line in Japanese. And if you say that in English, the Jirai line? I don't know. I don't know what to say, but like yeah, it is like the quintessential Jirai line that everyone draws, and I think that is a very, very big staple and like a must-do in the makeup for this fashion. And also like the eye bag line as well. You definitely have to draw that one. And I don't know, both like the JIRAI line and the eye bag line have been very trendy for a long time, I think, just in Asian makeup in general. And it's quite like normal nowadays to just draw these lines on your face. Like I do it too. Like I've been drawing these lines ever since I came to Japan because everyone's just drawing it like it's normal. And yeah, I think it looks kind of sick, right? Like your eyes look much bigger and kind of round, so I think it's cute. And also I'd say like just a lot of glitter in general, like not that much, like just a little bit, like in like the middle part of your eye, like here and here. I'd say you'd always have some glitter because glitter is cute, but not that much highlight actually. So I am a big highlighter fan. Like I love my highlighter. Like I put on too much because I think it's fun. Yeah, that's what I do, but I don't think it is a big thing in JIRAI-KEI fashion because you want to be like kind of matte looking, kind of sickly looking in a way. So no highlight, no blush. Probably some people might do blush, like I don't know, but I'd say mostly people do not. And one of the most like surprising things about the JIRAI-KEI makeup is probably the lips, because you have quite dark red lips in JIRAI-KEI, and I don't know, I find it quite surprising because Japanese makeup in general have a very, I don't know, light lip. I'd say like you never go darker than like pink, like at most, and it's not that dark even. You're like quite natural is the go-to here, I'd say. But JIRAI-KEI has like a very dark lip, like almost wine red, I'd say. Like mine is a bit light, honestly, like for JIRAI-KEI it's quite light. And also the color red, I don't know why. It's like your whole outfit is pink and black and white, and like your makeup is kind of in the same color scheme as well. Why are your lips red? I do not know, but I think that might come from like the kind of gothic Lolita, gothic fashion in general, with people wearing like black or dark red lipstick. And I think that might be the roots of the dark red lips, but what do I know, that's just how it is. And yeah, probably matte lips as well, no lip gloss. Like we are trying to look sickly here, so yeah, quite a matte red lip, I'd say, is the go-to. And also, I forgot to mention about the hair, like the hime cut, as you might know, like having your bangs and also these side things is like a must-have, because yeah, bangs for one. Obviously, of course, you have to have bangs. Like yeah, the bangs are a must-have, but like this side this thing is like quite like thick. Like they cover up quite a big bit of your face, and yeah, I think that's also kind of reminiscent of like the gothic styles here. Like as I said, gothic Lolita and gothic styles tend to have this kind of framing of the face, and JIRAI-KEI definitely have that. And honestly, black hair is the go-to. Like black or dark brown, I'd say is the most common colors of hair. Like not like Yami Kawaii where you'd have like crazy colors like pink or blue or whatever you like. Like JIRAI-KEI is more casual and I don't know, laid back in that sense. Like sometimes you'd see people having kind of whitish hair like I do, but I say most people have black or dark brown hair, like just your natural color, not changing it at all. And I find that quite interesting, like, to be honest. Like, because you think that the alternative kids always color their hair, but apparently JIRAI-KEI does not, and I think that suits the aesthetic better, honestly. Like, yeah. I mean, because the fashion itself have so few colors in its color scheme, it would be kind of weird if your hair was like red or something, you know? I think black is like the most common and easy to like, I don't know, match with your outfit because yeah, black goes with everything, as they say. So yeah, that's also a thing to keep in mind as well. And now for the accessories. So as I said before, the ribbons are definitely a big staple. Like you have ribbons everywhere, like in your hair and on the clothes, and yeah, just about anywhere you like them. And also sparkles, just sparkling things in general. Like you'd often see the buttons being sparkly, or like the bows being sparkly, or yeah, just sparkles in general. Which I find kind of funny because if you want to go for gothic fashion, you probably keep it quite toned down in terms of glitter. But JIRAI-KEI does not, so I think the more glitter the better, honestly, like put it everywhere. Yeah. But it's cute, right? Like the earrings as well. So sometimes you'd find these very big earrings that are like almost this kind of big, and it's like very chunky pieces, like just dangling. And yeah, I think it's cute. And also, like piercings and earrings in general is a big thing. Like not only one hole, but like maybe several, like in your ear. And I don't know, just many earrings in general, like over accessorized ears is a big thing. And yeah, I think that might come from the more mehera side of the fashion. Like yeah, people just like to pierce their ears because yeah, I don't know, it symbolizes stuff, like you can imagine. Yeah, so that's a thing as well. And I think that like the juxtaposition of this cutesy fashion and very punkish earrings, like fully pierced ears, is quite cool to see and interesting as well. And yeah, I only have one hole in each ear, but I definitely like to have some more after seeing these girls with crazy earrings. And also rings as well, like accessories in general, like necklace as well, I think is a thing. Like I don't know, as you can see I have some rings on as well. And yeah, I say it's a big thing. And also silver, definitely silver jewelry. Never wear gold in this fashion. I think it's more like cool maybe to have silver, because gold is more like fancy and kind of, I don't know, has a warmer vibe than silver. So yeah, definitely silver only. And being more specific about accessories, there is this Miu Miu bracelet that is kind of looking like a strap, and there's a little diamond and like a Miu Miu kind of heart logo dangling from it that is very popular, and I'd say Miu Miu is a popular brand in general with JIRAI-KEI fashion. And also there is this brand called MCM here that makes like bags and backpacks. I think they are known for, at least that is what you often see from them. And there is this pink backpack that has the MCM logo and like studs on it that is very, very popular with the JIRAI-KEI community. And like, I think everyone has it, like, you see it everywhere. And yeah, honestly, I'm not that big fan of it, but yeah, I think it's cute. Like, the people who wear it look cute wearing it. I just would not wear it myself, but yeah, apparently it's very expensive, and yeah, just a showpiece, I guess. But quite versatile, like, a backpack is so good for you, like, oh my god, I have been wearing like just normal like bags like this, and oh my god, I have not been okay. So yeah, I think that's quite a good trend to have a backpack. I actually need one too as well. And also the nails we have to talk about, because they are crazy. Like, the stuff people put on their nails, absolutely insane. Like, they are both long and like have stuff dangling from them sometimes. Like, yeah, you'd see the craziest stuff on people's nails here. I don't know how they live their lives. Like, can you go to the toilet? Okay, like, how do you get your clothes on? Like, how do you do your hair? Like, it's a big mystery. And yeah, I think that's kind of spun from like the old-time gyaru wearing like insane long nails. Like, they're not that long. Like, it's not gyaru nails. But if you take gyaru nails and kind of cut them in half and like keep all the glittery stuff and like accessories on the nails, you get some JIRAI-KEI nails, I'd say. And of course, pink, black and white is the most common colors. And now for the shoes. I'd say that you'd only see one type of shoe, and it's this very, very chunky platform shoe, black, with sparkles, of course. And yeah, it is just a normal platform shoe, but sometimes it's kind of schoolgirl inspired. Like, you see this kind of loafers, like loafer style shoes, and yeah, just platform shoes in general. And sometimes Mary Jane style shoes, I think, as well are a thing, but yeah, I'd say you'd only mostly see this one type of shoe in like several ways, but it's still kind of the same shoe, if you know what I mean. And I'd love to get a pair of these shoes, like, they are very cute, but I can't for the life of me walk in them. I don't know what is with my feet, like, I have very small feet, and like, yeah, I just cannot. I will fall and die if I wear them, so yeah, props to the girls wearing these shoes every day, because God knows those shoes are dangerous. Yeah, not for me, but very cute. And yeah, I'll just proceed to tell you some brands that you can check out if you'd like to try this fashion out. So yeah, I'd say Ankh Rouge and Nojita is the most common two brands that you'll see. And also stuff like Mars, Honey Salon, and Eat Me as well would be good brands. Like, the stuff I'm wearing today is by Eat Me. I like Eat Me a lot. It's a brand by Tsubasa Masuwaka, and she's a pretty famous model, and I think she made this brand some years ago, like before JIRAI-KEI fashion was a thing, and it just blew up, so yeah, that's good to know. And it's not JIRAI-KEI, I'd say it's more of a kind of grown-up version of it, like not that much glitter, and yeah, just more fashionable in general. Yeah, like, I'm not that into Ankh Rouge style of JIRAI-KEI, even if it's the most common one. I much prefer this style that Eat Me has. And also some more expensive brands would be Miu Miu and Vivienne Westwood and MCM as well. And I was actually a bit surprised when I found out that Vivienne Westwood was a big staple in JIRAI fashion, but actually when you think about it, it's not that weird because Vivienne Westwood, like, punk styles, duh. Yeah, I'd say the most common piece is like the orb earrings, like the long kind of dangly ones, and also the big orb necklace is a big thing here. And it's what most people wear, I'd say. And also like stuff like accessories, like wallets, I think, and like scarves as well. I think Vivienne Westwood is quite popular. And yeah, Miu Miu, obviously bags. Many Miu Miu bags. Like, yeah, I do not know where they get the money from, but like, yeah, almost everyone has a Miu Miu bag. And yeah, they are very cute, like sparkly and pink and cute, like obviously goes well with this fashion. MCM and the backpack, I think it's a like luxury brand, MCM, but I'm not that sure. Like, it's not Vivienne Westwood and Miu Miu, but definitely a more expensive brand. That might be worth checking out. I think they have a shop in La Forêt. If you're here, like, I think you can go just check it out. And yeah, that was it for my fashion analyze. And lastly, I would like to show you my take on JIRAI-KEI fashion. And now this footage is quite old because I was going to shoot a lookbook for like Eat Me in like this summer, but like I had no motivation to put it together, so yeah, I'll just use the footage now instead. But yeah, I guess take a look at what I wear and I'll be right back.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away.
So that was my take on JIRAI-KEI fashion, and honestly, I love this fashion. It is so cool. Like, you feel strong and like powerful wearing it because, I don't know, I think that's just gothic styles in general. Like, you feel so powerful because like, I don't know, you look cool, I guess. Yeah, like, I don't say that you feel weak in Lolita fashion. Like, I feel quite strong wearing that as well, but like, I don't know, something about just like how, I don't know, cool you look Oh my god, I have no words because I have been speaking non-stop for an hour now, so yeah, excuse my English, but yeah, it's just a very cute fashion and I never thought I would get into it. Like, I'm not that into it, but I am quite into it. Like, more than I thought I would be. Because, yeah, as I said, I've never, like, yeah, or actually, I was quite a gothic girl when I was, like, 10 years old. And, like, I was that for, like, 3 years, but then I became this pastel person that has been my persona for, like, so long that I never thought that I would get back to these kind of gothic styles, but I guess Japan made me get back into it, and yeah, I honestly love it. And yeah, tell me your thoughts on this kind of fashion. Like, what do you think about it? Would you wear it? Like, what do you think? Have you tried it out? If that's the case, how do you feel wearing it? And would you keep wearing it as well? I'd love to hear. And yeah, just, I don't know. I want to know what you think about this style. Because, yeah, sometimes it can look a bit tacky and like costume-ish. And yeah, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Like, that's absolutely a look. Like, please go on. But I think that since it's so intertwined with like the idol kind of culture here and like the idol costumes, it can be a bit costume-ish at times. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on this fashion. Like, I hope to see like the future of this style as well, and also the coming trends as well. Like, it's so interesting to see because it's happening right now, you know. And honestly, it's quite a new style as well, I think. Like, new, how do you define new, you know? So yeah, I look forward to seeing the styles change as I live here in Japan. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. So please leave me a comment, tell me what you thought, and leave me a thumbs up if you like this video, and please subscribe to my channel because I will do my best to upload new videos for you. So yeah, it would help me out a lot if you subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!